This will give you kind of a rundown of what this, it's called a penthouse suite. It's actually about 50% larger than the room we had on the last cruise on the same ship. So, it has its advantages, but, if I had to pay for it, I don't think it would be that big a deal. It has a lot more room in here with the desk and everything and the divan, and then walking out to the teak deck. On this particular day, we're docked here at Rhodes, Greece. It's one of the neatest little towns we've ever actually visited. Really enjoyed it. But this is the view off of the lanai here, or the whatever they call it, deck. And you can see this is a walled city over there. And it really is. I mean, it's not made up or made over. It was really that way. This is the courtyard of the Palace of Apollo here in Rhodes, Greece. It's inside a walled city, which I have never seen anything quite like it, but it is very, very impressive. This was all built about 1500, 1600 years ago now. In other words, 500 AD, in that time frame. Quite a sight for sure. More remains of the residential area that was, of course, destroyed many years ago by earthquakes. You can see the Sea of Galilee, I think, in the very background. I can see it, but maybe not on the video. And behind is a wall that they built, and that's what's left of it, to wall this entire complex, which is actually pretty big. I'd guess it to be 100 acres maybe. This is what remains of a synagogue that was built on the same premises here with St. Peter's original church, because the theory is that wherever the Catholics were, the synagogues and that sort of thing were right behind. They all seem to settle in the same place. You can kind of see why. These were actually house foundations that were destroyed many, many, many years ago by earthquakes. And the modern structure above is actually built above where the original St. Peter's built the very first church. Behind me is a synagogue that also got destroyed by an earthquake, and it's mostly gone. But according to the guide, this whole place, left to right, as far as you can see, is just built with houses that never lasted very long because of earthquakes. The rock is inside this structure, right in the middle. We'll be going in there in a minute, but everybody talks like this is the rock. Oh, also, this is the water, the Galilee that Jesus walked on. I tried it, but it didn't work. This is the Sea of Galilee, and this is where Jesus took the fishermen out, told them which side of the boat to fish on. Also, this place is where the bread was distributed and the water was made into wine, things like that. And behind me to the left, underneath this ceiling of this church, is the rock that was supposedly, this is the rock I will build my church. And according to the guide, this is the actual rock.